Hello, good morning students. Today I shall discuss on the novel The Guide written by R.K. Narayan. It has been prescribed for the UG semester 5th students in our university. The Guide is one of the most popular novels of R.K. Narayan. It is also a flash of Indo-Indian fiction. It first appeared in 1958 and was recognized and discovered by America. Since then, it has gone into more than 15 reprints and about 1 lakh copies of it has been sold so far. It has been translated into French, Dutch, German, Swedish, Russian and even Hebrew languages and several other Indian languages also. The novel fetched for its writer Sahitya Akademi Award in 1960. Furthermore, it has been filmed successfully and has been a hit. According to S.C. Harris, a critic, quote, "The Guide is one of Narayan's best and best-known works. It is also the first novel in English to have won the Sahitya Akademi Award, and a popular but deplorable film version of it has been made. Moreover, the Guide amply demonstrates that Narayana's comedy is both profoundly Indian because it is firmly focused on the social and cultural tradition. The Guide is the life story of Raju, who is in turn a railroad station food vendor, a tourist guide, a sentimental adulterer, a dancing girls manager, a swindler, a jailbird, and a martyred mystic. It follows Raju along with a curiously braided time sequence. After describing the early life and education of Raju, the novelist shows how Malgudi became a railway station and how Raju became the owner of a railway stall and came to be known as Railway Raju. He also became a successful tourist guide, trying to help a rich visitor, Marco. In his researches, Raju is involved in a tangle of new relationships. Roji, Marco's wife, becomes Raju's lover. Abandoned by Marco, Roji realizes, with Raju's help, her ambition of becoming a dancer. But Raju's possessive instinct finally betrays him into a criminal action. He is charged and convicted of forgery. Coming out of the jail, he cuts off all connection with the past and sets off as a sort of ascetic or Mahatma. Now come to another part, the plot and technique. The plot of the novel, The Guide, has been divided into 3 episodes or phases. Raju is a railwayman or tourist guide, number 1. Number 2, Raju is an impresario. And the third is Raju as a pseudo-saint. The technique of the craftsman is praiseworthy. The novelist's technique is successful in unifying different episodes in a whole. This has been so successful because of his mixing together the past and the present. It is a hybrid technique in a way, you can say. It is not purely a dramatic form, nor even a purely film form. It is the mixture of the fiction, the drama, and the film. It has also been exploited to play its own role in promoting the action. The form of the novel is largely dramatic, except the exposition of the career of the hero from the childhood to maturity. There is in the novel, The Guide, a simple narrative told in present past manner. The technique is simple, but the setting of the episode is not so simple. The backstage life of Raju has a dramatic effect. There is a technical control over the material of the novel. Narayan executes things with the sense of a high technique. Various scenes and events and people have been well managed. The novel is free from big explosions and extremes of emotions. The novel is described. The death sentence awarded to the hero is the most interesting part of the story. It has been arranged very nicely and keeps suspense intact. The Guide is the most representative of the novels of R.K. Narayan. Here also is followed the same pattern as in other novels. Rise of the hero from the average to the most exalted position and subsequent reversion of the original position. Although it is written in a foreign language, The Guide is a truly Indian novel. Its images, symbols, manners, habits, attitudes, and sentiments all combine to reinforce the feeling that R.K. Narayan is a true son of the Indian soil. He is a pride of Indian literature, popular enough among lovers of fiction to be compared favorably with the world's best contemporary novelists like Faulkner and Graham Greene. The novel also brings out before its readers the contemporary social and economic scene of rural as well as urban India with accuracy and realism. Not only the manners and habits of people are portrayed, but also their modes of living and their changing fashions are shown in this novel very aptly. The novel is neither a social chronicle nor a piece of social criticism. Narayan is neither a society critic nor a social reformer. In this respect, he is different from Dickens, Anand, and Premchand. His novels are free from propaganda. He touches upon the social spirit in The Guide in order to be realistic in his background and local of the novel. It is in this sense that there are references to contemporary social problems of poverty, cheating, greed, marriage, and sex. There are some smaller issues of the social nature in the novel as well, which you find in this novel. For example, the corporal punishment by the teachers, the inefficiency of the pedagogues, the superficial glory of the bureaucrats, the lack of teachers in the villages, the problem of maladjustment in marriage, the problem of parental authority and the rebellion of the young, etc. All these problems you can find in the novel of R.K. Narayan's The Guide. Now come to another point. The characterization in the novel is of a fine order. There are very few characters in the novel. The hero is present throughout the novel, but the heroine is present only up to the half of the novel and is absent during the hero's last phase of life. There are only 3 women in this novel: Rosie, Raju's mother, and a girl from Mangala village who does not wish to marry but later on agrees to marry the boy chosen by her father after the miraculous effect of Raju, the Swami. Rosie is a character in the novel is not only very lively but also very fascinating and charming. The novelist describes her character sometimes very minutely. The motive of the novel is artistic. A novel must show the guide delights first and foremost. But at the same time, there is little teaching too. The crumbling of tradition and the changing social values form the background of the novel. The individual characters are seen adapting to the new ideas. The novel does not treat love and sex as is done in the novels of Somerset Maugham and D.H. Lawrence. We do not come across any Lolita or Lady Chatterley here in this novel. There is no pornography or obscenity in the guide. Love in the novel has been relegated to the sensual gratification. The passion recedes into the background, giving place to a mere companionship which is guilty of social crime. The platonic love or the love of the sentimental type has been consciously described by the novelist R.K. Narayan. The novel revolts against the traditional form of marriage which views the problem from the social angle alone. If love is not the basis of marriage, it gets disintegrated. Now come to another point. The guide is a pensive comedy. In it, laughter and tears, humor and pathos go together. The total image of the novel is neither white nor black but grey. There is a tragic element in the lives of Raju, Roji and Marco. None of them gets permanent peace and happiness. However, the comic element in the novel has been edged with the sharpness of a tragedy. It exists in the second phase of the life of the hero, the way a villain behaves with the hero, raising him to the heights of a Mahatma, has the concealed comic touch about him. The Raju Roji episode, on the other hand, is of the sober temperament. There is also verbal humor occasionally. The comic element is quite subdued. The novel is a tragic blend of romance and realism. On the other hand, there is in the novel warm Roji and Raju's romance with her. On the other hand, there is sordid realism of the poor people who are drought and famine-stricken. The romance is perfect in the spirit of its irresponsibility. Action does not disturb thought, imagination soars high, but soon it comes on the surface of earth. The aestheticism shown in the guide is not of the standard and stature as found in the novels of Mrs. Virginia Woolf, but Narayan is a lover of beauty. His aestheticism is visible in the images which he draws vividly in the novel. He creates beauty in the form of the object. There is immense beauty in the way the hero meets the heroine. Here, hero means Raju, heroine means Roji. On the railway platform, the way the heroine lives with the hero has its own charm. the romantic element gets mixed up with the other things of life. The form and the design of the novel also is a source of beauty. So we can say that the guide floats as gently as a lily pad on the surface of Indian life and yet suggests the depths beneath. It manages to describe a scent which is neither born nor made but simply happens, almost like the weather.